One of the ways that we can empower women is to introduce gender committees at grassroots level. And from these committees, then they can rise up into positions of leadership. Because if you look at statistics, women are better savers. It's also time for affirmative action, because these are cultural issues. You know, our culture, women were meant to stay at home, take care of the family. Yet women were the farm workers. They were the ones who brought the resources which were placed in the hands of men. So these are cultural issues, but it's time for affirmative action. We need to have women in committees like now CAK. We need a woman. We need from this forum, we need women to be appointed as delegates and one as a director. It's a male-dominated board. And even CoopTech, we've just learned about CoopTech. We need women to be appointed as delegates. And even at board level, that is how to begin. And at grassroots level, we need to encourage more women to take positions of leadership. You know, leadership is not given. It's for those who go for it. But women need encouragement, because culture has placed them at home as the caregivers. But because of the potential women have shown in this country, we need now to be intentional about bringing them to the forefront and encouraging them to take positions of leadership.
It is the woman that runs the family, the woman that brings up the child, the woman that supports the male who is a husband to improve and develop themselves. So I believe if given the requisite opportunity, education, training, and empowerment, they'll be able to conquer and become leaders just as men. And I believe we equally need the same opportunity as men, as we have shown the capability education-wise and capability-wise in all aspects when it comes to fighting for leadership oppositions. The problem we face as women in society, we know that women are people who are not recognized and people who are left behind. We are in the 20th century, yet we still have a gender gap when it comes to women, not only in Kenya, but globally in the entire world.
I can say that some ladies currently are trying to take up those leadership positions. This is well seen in even the cooperative sector, where we have quite a number of women CEOs in the SACCO sector. We have even in Utafiti SACCO, the CEO is a lady. The CEO of Muhasibu is also a lady. And myself here, I'm also a lady. So I still believe that with more empowerment, the leaders will continue to take up the role in the up positions. Most of the women are also not supporting the women. We saw this in even the political arena, the previous election, where Martha Karua was nominated to be the running mate of Raila Odinga. But again, ladies did not, majority of the ladies did not turn up to support the fellow ladies. It needs to start by us, because for others to believe in ladies, the definition or the where it should start from, it should be with the same gender. So we have not played a vital role as per the expectation that is required, so that we can also support our own. I believe from my point that it needs to start with the ladies.
Women have become a very strong pillar in the growth and development of cooperatives. We have challenged the women. We know the truth is women borrow and pay their loans. The rate of default rates on the loans on women is very minimum. Women borrow for a specific purpose and they spend the money for what they borrowed for. But there are not many taking up the leadership in the cooperatives, in spite of the fact that they are one of the most highest savers. As a part of the cooperative taking the affirmative action, we are encouraged every cooperative that in our coming year, from next year as we do elections, that we must incorporate women and the youth into our board where decision making is being made.
Because sometimes it's painful. But most of it is internal because we don't have properly. Most of that is also perpetuated by our own vendors. They have our metropolitan quick system. They require a system, and I thank God that during my time, before I leave, we have a what? A shared, have no reason why they can't be in the cooperative sector because we have encompasses. And the good thing is we are not buying a license, isn't it? We are not going to look for how do we make our system future. How can we bring 10 years forward? Centers coming. I have like one question is here. Another one, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you have time.
My circle wanted to be part of your system. Is it that you will host for us everything at your data center, so our work will just be to plug into your system, or is it web-based? So or is it an outright purchase, or is it 3 years first and then after that you will use? So something about the licensing model once you decide to come into that system. Cost guide for a 1,000 member system if you just take the core module for just a 1,000 member system, just for purposes of thinking about it. Thank you.
Whatever assistance we need from you. I come from a Kenya Pamoja Structure.
Those two, and then as you take the mic. So, our hosting model, there are some cooperatives who would want everything to be within their, they have their core system and their disaster recovery hosted within their premises. So you have the second option is whereby you find 50-50. You've now said, I want my core system in my premises. Or you say, I want my core system to be at Coptech and my disaster recovery within my premises. So core production system and my disaster recovery system are hosted by Coptech. So where you don't need to have servers, so everything is hosted on cloud. Now, there's the word cloud. People assume cloud is not up there. If, let's say, we have the data center, we have those three, depending on your risk appetite and and that variation is due to data cleanup. You'll find some cooperatives have members. We need that ID number in the system to facilitate KYC, because we have cleanup is what is extending a lot of time. We need addresses. So you'll find that you heard about the issue of unclaimed financial assets. Last resort, we need to know where you are currently residing. I can be in Nairobi, but I want on the acting role. There's a question of the acting role, and they have already confirmed the position, so there's continuity in business operation. Email is Thomas. Can you use this email address so that we have continuity of communication? Number is 07, a simple one, 0718 1851. Very simple.
In the world of IT, if I'm talking about digital democracy, I've heard about a system whereby a circle is given. Once it's given, it has an opportunity of aggregate